Galveston, #1 on lightning claims. It's all according to an insurance estimate done by Allstate. The county was ranked 22nd for the most wind and hail insurance claims from the years 2012 to 2016. The company tallied the top 25 Texas counties affected by severe weather, identifying places with high frequencies of wind and hail, as well as property damage. KETK's Caroline Hicks will have more on the story coming up tonight. KETK News at 10 on the update. On a related story, I guess we can say, at least when it comes to maybe wind, Lake Palestine United Methodist Church was getting ready for their annual Passion of the Christ play set for this coming weekend.
But when Sunday's storms hit, that caused a major setback. KETK's Kara Rucker now joins us live from the scene. Kara, what happened out there?
Well, Neil and Jessica, what you'll see behind me are walls up and almost a completely functional set, which was a completely different story just a few hours ago. But volunteers have been hard at work picking up the pieces after Sunday's storm. Some of that damage you're going to see in this story. After the storms came through on Sunday, it left its damage across East Texas. And in Chandler, the walls of a church amphitheater right off the lake had collapsed.
I didn't think how much damage. I was thinking a little bit. Yes, when we got here, we were just like, oh, okay, this is gonna be work.
The foundation fell through. Metal poles keeping the walls standing were completely bent, and the set was left in ruins just days before their major production of Passion of the Christ.
This is a lot of destruction to happen the week of the show, so coming on to this whole, concept of, we have a lot of work to do in a matter of days. It's a bit frustrating.
Through all the destruction, there was one thing left untouched at the top of the hill. 3 crosses giving these church members a sign of hope and determination to still put on the show.
Well, that, to me, was a sign yesterday. Hey, it's time to go on. Every year, Satan does something to try to stop his play, and we're not going to let him this year. We're going to rebuild, and we'll go on as scheduled.
The productions usually host about 2,500 people, so volunteers will keep working hard so they don't disappoint these crowds.
It just was a fluke thing with the wind and stuff like that. But they've got a great men and women that come in here and try to put it all together.
In just a few minutes, they're going to hold a rehearsal out here getting ready for this week's shows. For more information on those performances, you can go to our website, easttexasmatters.com. Reporting live in Chandler, Kara Rucker, KETK News.
And as we often know, severe weather can lead to home damage too. Avco Roofing in Tyler tells KETK News they see a surge in customers during severe weather season. Contractors say they often find themselves redoing someone else's work due to poor quality. Taking preventative measures by having your house inspected can better prepare you for severe weather.
It's really a shame when we see that, because a lot of times we have to pull off an entire roof to fix something that would have been simple just to do it right the first time.
A local roofing company also said the worst damage they see from homes come from those that have not been properly maintained.
Following the severe weather we had this past weekend in Texas, Governor Greg Abbott has increased the readiness in responding to severe weather. He says this, and we quote, the governor has authorized FEMA to activate Task Force 1 in response to any emergencies related to the ongoing severe weather. He also said that Texas Task Force 2 will be staged in Dallas until deployed. The Texas Disaster Medical Systems remain available if they are ever needed.
Well, what Texas needs now is a break from the severe weather, and Marcus is saying that we can almost expect that throughout the week.
The calm after the storm, I guess, today was a good breather. So, Marcus, thank you for that.
Yeah, it's very nice to have some good weather back here in the area, but temperatures are actually going to get a little bit cooler as we head toward the middle of the week. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in just a moment. A check of our temperatures this evening, much warmer this afternoon after having the off and on periods of heavy rain and thunderstorms that came through yesterday. Temperatures into the mid 70s and even near 80 degrees in a couple of spots. So the old system has lifted off. We are going to be watching for this next system, though. It does have a surface front with it, and the cold front is going to move in, but as that front and disturbance approaches, might have maybe a couple of showers by tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning. So a nice evening tonight. We could have some fog by early tomorrow morning, and the forecast for tomorrow getting a little bit warmer in the afternoon. Highs will be into the lower in the mid 80s, but also a windy day too as south winds increase up to about 20 miles an hour. More on the system for Tuesday night and Wednesday, and if we are going to see any any rain from that system coming up in a couple of minutes.
Hey Marcus, thank you for that. DPS has ID'd the victim of a Sunday evening Polk County accident involving a car and motorcycle. About 7 p.m. last night, state troopers responded to US 59 in Goodrich. A preliminary investigation indicates the car didn't yield the right of way when pulling into US 59. Motorcyclist was thrown off the bike, after which caught on fire. By the way, the bike rider was 20-year-old Kimberly Skinner of San Antonio. The driver of the car was 56-year-old Sarah Hernandez de Guerrero of Livingston. By the way, Skinner, they say, was wearing her helmet.
An 18-year-old is in custody after allegedly stealing an ambulance and leading authorities on a high-speed chase in Palestine. It happened at the Palestine Regional Medical Center on Saturday. The man was taken to the hospital but ran away once he got there. Police say he then stole an ambulance and led authorities on a chase reaching speeds of 80 miles per hour. The man lost control of the ambulance before running away. Authorities called him shortly after. He is facing multiple charges, including driving while intoxicated and evading arrest.
In Marshall, one person is shot, another one is on the run after a robbery attempt just before 4 on Sunday. Police say a black male entered the Boost Mobile store off Grand Avenue, and police say they tried to rob it. A nearby business owner heard what was going on, tried to step in and intervene. But when that businessman entered the store, a shootout started. That man was hit and the robber left. As of news time, we don't know that businessman's condition at all. Coming up tonight, The Point of View. Funny now how the Republicans may go into nuclear road in the Senate for the Neil Gorsuch Supreme Court vote coming up on Friday. That option right now, some say is distasteful, but although it was fine back when Harry Reid wanted to use it often. More on that coming up tonight, The Point of View, KTK News at 10.
And still to come tonight, Christus Trinity Mother Francis has announced plans to expand their facility. A look at the upcoming project next.
And Jerry Jones is loosening his grip. That's what we're told here on Tony Romo, although he maybe not be letting go. Mike Alzamore explains what that means coming up later on in sports. And you're watching KTK News at 6.